Anyone here has kids? Giving birth is the most natural things of all. And yet, it's amazing. You have one person and suddenly there are two or more. Each kid right away has a mind, a soul of his own. Birth is the beginning of a lifelong journey of survival. Nature has created ecosystems where thousands of species thrive together. Each species has been given special powers to help her survive. For instance, poisonous venom, night vision, rock climbing skills. But today, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about other skills. Chemistry, camouflage, and mimicry. And you'll see how some species use these to thrive and survive. Anyone here like to smell flowers? Why do plants smell? Plants do not have legs to run away from predators or arms to grab their prey. They use scents to attract, repulse, and communicate. For instance, the African acacia tree. When a giraffe comes and eats the tree, it reacts by producing a substance, tannin, to make his leaf noxious. That means the giraffe is going to get sick if he continues eating. In addition, the tree emits a gas, ethylene, to warn the nearby trees of the danger. Therefore, the acacia tree uses chemistry to repulse and communicate. Other plants use chemistry to attract, like carnivorous plants. They usually live in low nutrient environments, bogs, marshes. That's why they supplement their diet with small animals, insects, small rodents. How do they do that? They lure their prey with strong-smelling nectar inside their pitcher. The pitcher rim is very slippery. When an animal gets on it, it inevitably falls inside with no chance of escape. Some other plants just lay low, stand still, waiting for animals to fall on them. They use camouflage. But the master of camouflage is the chameleon. It can change its skin, color, patterns, texture. It can create dots, lines, stripes, whatever will help him.
So Marina, well, I know I agree with you about that. I agree with you about the flowers and the plants, and they are really visible to people, and really I like that. So this is a very good, like you're highlighting all that here.
Thank you, Walid. Thank you for agreeing with me. Did you have a specific point you wanted to make?
Yeah, just to highlight that I agree with you, and I like what you are saying about the flowers and plants here.
Okay, well, thank you. So please listen to what else is coming. I'm sure you're going to learn something today. But thank you for commenting on that. So as I was saying, the chameleon can change his skin color, texture, patterns. The problem is it takes several minutes to happen. So the real master of camouflage is the octopus, because it can change instantly thanks to light-sensitive proteins in his skin.
Hi, Noelle. I like the data point. Is that data reliable? Have there been any studies that you look into to find those data? So where did you find them?
Thank you, Bing, for asking the question. Well, as you can see, I've put the website where I found the information on the slide. So feel free to go there. And yes, it is. I don't see your slide. It is verified. Sorry,
I don't see your slides.
You don't see my slides?
Yeah.
Anybody else sees my slide?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe you have a technical problem.
Okay.
So please, maybe you can try to share with somebody else or try to see if you can fix that technical problem, but it looks like it's only on your side. Sorry if you cannot see them. I will share with you the slides later, if you don't mind. As I was saying, sometimes the octopus likes to use another strategy. His body is very flexible, malleable. He can change shape, can make himself look like anything he wants. And to trick his prey or predator, he can make himself look like something else. And that's called mimicry. Who is the champion of mimicry? The orchid. There are 20,000 species of orchids. Some are extremely rare, exotic. They come in all shapes, colors, smells. They use variegation. One of them is the white egret orchid. Doesn't it look just like a white egret?
Wow.
Pretty amazing. This one grows in the grassy wetlands in Japan, Russia, China, and it's pollinated by the hawk moth. It does that by grabbing the fringes while drinking the nectar and pollinating the flower. Another one, even more sophisticated, is the flying duck orchid. This one grows in Australia and New Zealand. It's pollinated by the male sawfly. Why? Because the head of the flower mimics exactly the head of the female sawfly. So when the male comes and he faces the flower, he thinks he's facing a female. He's probably colorblind. But he grabs the flower head, he tilts down, trapping him inside, and he has to crawl through the pollen before exiting.
Hey, Marie Noelle, I got to tell you, I think, you know, I just recently visited Brazil and I saw these cute little orchids. They were like the size of your fingernail. They were so small. So it's really cool to see all these orchids. And can you just tell me like a little bit more about why we're talking about all these different things? I wanted to see a little bit more and understand more, maybe your overall perspective of what you're presenting with all of these different ideas. I just wanted to learn a little bit more about, you know, what your overall general view is, and can you tell me more about what's going on here, and you know, and to kind of summarize this. I'm kind of getting a little bit lost in going all these little details.
Yeah, thank you, Monty. First, I appreciate your comments. What I'm trying to get to today is talk about survival. What are the different ways different species can survive? Everybody is different. Everybody has different tricks to survive. And here I'm talking about the orchid and how this one specific orchid mimics the head of a female sawfly. That's her trick to survive. And I'm hoping also that all of you are going to learn something that you didn't know today. Thank you, Monty. I hope you that answers your question.
Thank you.
All right, so there's one last orchid I wanted to present today. That's my favorite one, the monkey face orchid. Just like you said, Monty, me too, I wish I had seen these first. I couldn't even believe these are real flowers when I first saw them. It's like incredible how much they are alike.
Brian, have you ever seen these orchids before?
Monkey faces.
Just like she really likes orchids.
It's
like all these different kinds.
I haven't seen them either before.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool.
Yep. Philip, did you have something you wanted to share with us?
I was just
today?
asking Brian if you'd ever seen one of these. These are awesome. I like these pictures.
Thank you, thank you. Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to keep going because I welcome all your comments, but I think that I have some more interesting information to present. But thank you for agreeing with what I'm presenting. All right. So as I was saying, when I went to Ecuador and Peru, I really wish, like Monty did, I would see one of these amazing flowers. I didn't, because I didn't even know they existed. And yet there are 120 varieties. This one emits a ripe orange scent that attracts fruit flies. I guess he uses chemistry too. Isn't nature amazing? We've seen how some species use chemistry, camouflage, mimicry to thrive and survive. But climate change is happening. Many species have disappeared. A lot more are endangered. We need to do something about it. And one good reason is that we are one of these species. We are not well equipped against extreme cold, extreme heat, hurricanes. We may get endangered ourselves someday, whether it's in 1,000 years or more or less. We need to do something. We need to protect the planet and make sure that all these amazing species can continue to thrive and survive, including us. Thank you.